Gold refined by fire. Psalms chapter 66, verse 8 to verse 12. Oh, bless our God, you peoples, and make the voice of his praise to be heard, who keeps our soul among the living, and does not allow our feet to be moved. For you, O God, have tested us. You have refined us as silver is refined. You brought us into the net. You laid affliction on our backs. You have caused men to ride over our heads. We went through fire and through water, but you brought us out to rich fulfillment. A personal testimony. For the past 6 years, I have been going through a journey full of interesting twists and turns with multiple health issues. A long road that for the first 4 years was filled with shock, tears, anger that turned into sadness, hurt, confusion, loneliness, humiliation, losses, misunderstandings, and just lots of questions about my entire existence on this earth. As the daughter of 2 amazing pastors, I grew up going to church services and received extensive teaching about God, his only Son, Jesus Christ, and his Spirit. However, I did not value the bread of life that was given to me. I did not see the importance to really connect with God any deeper beyond what I heard my parents teach and beyond going to church. A few reasons for that being is that I believe since my parents are pastors, I attended church services regularly, and I believed that only when I needed something prayer life, all would secure my salvation from eternal destruction. But it was this health journey that showed me how completely wrong I was. In the beginning of my health journey, I only focused on and complained about the turmoil, but it wasn't until the last 2 years that I was able to understand more and more about what God was doing in my life. God was strengthening and deepening my faith in him. He used every affliction on this journey to pull me away from lukewarm, lazy Christianity and has been pushing me into a close, rich, and sweet relationship with him. It's just like the psalmist said in Psalms chapter 33, verse 4. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. The Lord is great and marvelous are his deeds, because he forbode with me with so much mercy, grace, love, and patience, no matter how wretched and defiant I was at times. He has stuck with me and continues to do so in order to sew the pieces of my shattered life back together again with his divine silver thread, completely transforming me into the image and likeness of his only beloved Son, Jesus Christ, just as he intended from the beginning for all of humanity. Now I hunger to know more about God and enjoy my fellowship with him, not because someone told me to, nor because I have to follow tradition, but because I want to, based on my own encounter with God. My journey still continues, and I rejoice in it now that I see that God has allowed me to be one of his beautiful mosaics, a wonderful work of art, and I am definitely a willing participant of his magnificent work. Even now, through my time of continued testing of my faith, I bless God more than ever before in my thoughts, in song, in words, speaking to him through constant prayers, seeking to know more about him through his holy word, because I now know I am being transformed into the image and likeness of Jesus Christ, the Savior of the world. And with my deeper relationship with Jesus Christ, I have entered into rich fulfillment, just like the psalmist said in Psalms chapter 66, verse 12. I pray to God that my testimony will inspire those whose life has been disrupted, shattered, turned upside down, or broken, and are struggling to cope with the broken pieces of your life. You are not meant to deal with the broken pieces on your own. Our sovereign God is willing and abundantly able to pick up all of the pieces and begin sewing them back together to create a much better and greater you, an image and likeness of his Son, Jesus Christ. If you decide to be a willing participant in this marvelous creative art process, God will meet you where you are, just like he did for me. He will begin the rebuilding process if you ask God to take full control of your entire life. And just like me, you'll be so glad you did. Testimony by D. Chrissy at Celestial Radiance.